Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Higgins. I'm Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. We welcome you to quite the historic day right here at Raymond James Stadium. I think it's appropriate we're in the Hall of Fame club, because certainly this is going to be a Hall of Fame level event. It's really one of the only places in the entire stadium that doesn't at this moment require a construction hat and a construction vest. Thanks to our good friends at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Tampa Sports Authority, and the entire Tampa community, this venue is in the middle of a $150 million renovation. And because of that renovation, we have the chance to host such incredible events such as the one that we're so proud to stand here today to talk about. On September 16th, the FAMU Tampa Classic will take place right here at Raymond James Stadium, when the FAMU Rattlers will take on the Tennessee State University Tigers. That's where you applaud. We're going to have some fun. It's a press conference, but we can have some fun at it, right? It's going to be so much more than a game. It's going to be an incredible weekend and quite a celebration. I want to mention to you 3 specific events. While the weekend will be filled with events, there's 3 that we're really excited to announce here today. First, the FAMU Kickoff Luncheon. That's going to take place on Friday, September 15th. We're going to have a Battle of the Bands. We've got 2 of the most historic and incredible bands in the entire country, and we're going to have them battle it out here. We've got some more details to come in terms of the timing and location of that event. And then FAMU Fan Fest will take place right outside the stadium leading into that September 16th matchup. I've already done enough talking here this morning, because we've got an incredible lineup of speakers that are going to share their thoughts on this awesome, awesome event. Up first, I'd like to introduce you to the interim president of Florida A&M University, Dr. Larry Robinson.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's certainly my pleasure to be here to kick off this community-changing event. As many of you know, this won't be the first time that we played in this town, but it's going to be one of the best times that we come back here in 2016 and share with you all the excitement of black college football. And so I want to first thank our friends, long-term friends at Tennessee State University. We've been competitors in various venues and sports, but one of the things we have in common is that we do great things to change the lives of students. Some of them just happen to be athletes. That's part of our mission, and it's going to continue to be part of our mission well into the future. So it's just a wonderful opportunity, though, to allow some of our students who just happen to be able to run and kick and throw football an opportunity to display their talents in venues like this. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity for these young men and the young men and women who support them to come to this town, again, to display that awesome talent. It is a pleasure for us to be part of this at Florida A&M University, but were it not for our athletic director, Milton Overton, we might have missed out on this wonderful opportunity. So I want to thank Milton and his team for the hard work that they've done in pulling this off, his counterpart at Tennessee State University for working with us on this joint venue, and so many others who have played a role in this and will play a role in that. But a particular group I want to give a shout out to is our alumni, because we know that this stadium, there'll be some blue and whatever out there, September the 16th, but you're going to see a sea of orange and green. It's going to be because of those mighty Rattlers from right here in Tampa, Polk County not far away, and alumni chapters and alumni from all over the state and all around the country, because Rattlers travel well. You all know that. So I want to thank the alumni who have contributed to the success of our athletic programs over the years, and we're doing so much more now that is somewhat unprecedented. So I want to thank you all in advance. I also would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge in the audience one of FAMU's great presidents, Dr. Walter Smith, a local resident of Tampa. And if you hadn't had a chance to visit his library of marvelous collections regarding Florida A&M University, you need to stop by and see that. Dr. Smith hasn't been in the best of health lately, but he's still, carrying a pretty powerful punch, and he can still strike. So I just want to thank y'all for giving me this opportunity this morning. Thank Rob and the Tallahassee Sports Commission for helping us bring this to the city of Tampa. It's long overdue, and I think it's going to be one of those things that we talk about for many, many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. And Dr. Robinson stole my thunder a little bit because I wanted to recognize Dr. Smith too. The impact that he's had on our community is incredible, and we look forward to working with him again on this project. Up next, the athletic director from Florida A&M University, Milton Overton.
Thank you very much, Mr. Higgins. We really appreciate that. This is a great day. It's a fantastic day. I tell you what, I know that our Rattler fans the Rattler Nation is just ready to go, and this is it's phenomenal to see the type of support that the city here of Tampa, can bring. There's just so much history here. Now I'm going to start with kind of reading. I want to make sure that I don't miss anybody, because there's a lot of people who've been working really hard to make sure that we can get this kicked off. Okay. First, obviously, Rob Higgins, which we talked about. He's been working in the background. Seems like day and night almost. He's got a full-time job, but happens to have an opportunity in time for FAMU. Also, Mickey Farrell with the Tampa Sports Authority. We really appreciate what you're doing for us and the city. To make sure that we have the resources to kick this game off the right way. Also, we have County Commissioner Les Miller. I want to thank you as well for what you're doing for us to make sure that this event happens and it happens in a first-class way. And also, obviously, the mayor, Mr. Bob Buckhorn. So we really appreciate you for being here, and just thank you for embracing us. And again, this is not the first time. It's my first time, but it's not the first time that we've been here. And we've got great history, and there's so many people that are already buying tickets, because that's what I'm here to talk about, is to buy tickets for this event, right? We got to fill this. We got to fill the stadium up, and we plan to do that. And if the sales we have so far is any indication on what the excitement level is going to be, then we're in for a really big time show. I also want to thank our Alumni Association. Obviously, Greg Clark's not here, but he's our great Alumni Association president. Also, now on our staff, Charles Elliott Charles is our deputy AD. He's been working really hard. Obviously, Chris Asa, he's our ticket guy. Raise your hand. Everybody needs to see the ticket guy. You need to buy tickets. We're going to be talking a lot about buying tickets, all right? Tommy Mitchell, obviously our executive. He's a new executive director of the Rattler Boosters. Raise your hand, Tommy. And obviously we have Dr. Carolyn Collins, who does a fantastic job for us right here on the ground, helping us sell tickets and doing those things. And obviously, former President Walter Smith. We're so appreciative of you guys being here and supporting the Rattlers. And obviously, my colleague right here, great AD, who has done a fantastic job we've talked a lot, and she'll obviously be up here in just a second. But, we've got two great institutions ready to come here and not just be on the field. And I think, Rob, you said it the best, is that it's more than a game. And my boss always tells me that, this is just part of what we do, right? We're here to first educate kids. So this is a recruiting opportunity for us. We want the best and the brightest to come to Florida A&M University and get a great education. And if sports can impact that, then that's what we're all about. And I know AD Phillips feels exactly the same way in terms of recruiting great students right here in Tampa. And so we're looking forward to it. We know it's going to be an absolutely great show. And if I could play around a little bit, I won't do it because it's not a boxing match, but I almost kind of want us to do like this and hold the helmets or something. We won't do it. You might beat me. So without further ado, I know we've got other people that need to talk, but we're going to do a great walk around when we finish here. And we're excited, guys. We're really excited about being here, and we're going to fill this place, and this whole place is going to be rocking. really rocking, okay? Thank you all so much.
I was supposed to save this for the end, but Milton did such a great job plugging tickets. I'll go ahead and give you that information now, and then again at the end. There are premium seats already available now by becoming a member of the FAMU Invest in Champions. That's FAMUbuildingchampions.com. If you log on there, and then there are select seats in some sections on sale today at 1 o'clock, right at Ticketmaster.com. Now I'd like to introduce you to the head coach of Florida A&M University, Coach Alex Wood.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. And we're here excited on behalf of our university, our president, our athletic director, and our athletic department, and really, foremost, our student athletes. As I talked to them about this opportunity for us to come and play in Tampa, the room lit up, and especially as they learned that we were going to have a chance to play Tennessee State University. And as you all know, both institutions have very storied, historic past and traditions. You have the Jake Gaither Classic that we will play at the beginning of the year at our stadium. And then also, I know that they play a classic as well. Coach Merritt, John Merritt Classic, who, again, I'm telling my age a little bit, but I had a chance to coach against Coach Merritt when I was at Southern University. And a great historic coach against, obviously, Tennessee State. But, again, as it relates to Tampa and the Sports Authority here, we're really excited about the opportunity to bring our football program and our university, our great bands as well, to come and compete at Raymond James Stadium. We were here in 2015 to play USF, and we enjoyed that opportunity, but this will be something special. And I encourage everyone to have an opportunity to come out and watch this and follow both programs. I know that Coach Reed, they're coming off of a great year from last year, good spring. We're coming off of a promising year as we started to gain some wins towards the end of our season, and we're looking forward to it. We return a veteran football team, and we're excited about that. We ended up our spring like they did April 15th, and we were excited about what we've seen from our young men. And again, we're just pleased as punch to have an opportunity to come and play in Tampa. Again, on behalf of Florida A&M University, our athletic department, and our student athletes, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Let's give one more round of applause to all three Florida A&M leaders here with us today. Up next from Tennessee State University, the Director of Athletics, Teresa Phillips.
Good morning. I bring you greetings from our president, Dr. Glenda Baskin Glover, and I just want to say, first of all, thank you, A.D. Overton, for pulling this together. We need to play FAMU every year if we could. I know we can't every year, but we really would love to because it's just such a great rivalry. It brings together the best of HBCU colleges. It really does. And so we're excited about coming to Tampa. I just got to meet the mayor. Appreciate what Tampa is doing to make this game work and to make it be the huge game that I believe it will be. We want to do the same thing at Tennessee State that you're doing at FAMU, and that is educating kids, educating young men and women, and not thinking that has to be something that is not a part of great athletics traditions. We're excited about our football team. We're excited about our fan base who is already getting their reservations to be down here in Tampa. We believe we're going to have some blue in the house on September 16th. I know that orange shines brightly and that green does, but we believe we'll have a little bit of blue in the house. I think y'all want us to have some blue, okay? We've talked a lot about the football programs, and I wish that you all had invited the band directors here, because I do believe that the bands will be a great part of what will be happening on that weekend. I know they'll have a big Friday night event, and of course at the game, sometimes you almost forget that the game is being played. I know the coaches don't want to hear this, but that's a big part of the pageantry of black college football. So we're excited about all of those things happening. We want to keep a relationship with FAMU. I do want to just say hello again to your President Emeritus. I reached over behind me a few minutes ago and said, do you know where the president of FAMU is? And he was so polite. He just went on and told me it was this other guy, and I didn't know that he had been a former president. So my apologies to you. So I want to spend some time talking to you when this is over. But again, we'll be here. We will be here on September 16th. Now, I'm not going to get Rod in trouble and say what we're going to do on the football field, but we will be here with our team and our fan base, and we're very, very pleased to be a part of the FAMU Classic. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Up next, the head coach of Tennessee State University, Rod Reed.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say still morning, good morning to everyone. I'm glad everybody could be here. Thank you, City of Tampa, for inviting this huge game to this area. And thank you to all the elected officials who are here, and my president in her absence. I know she wished she could be here. President, FAMU University, athletic directors, we really appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to come here and express our ecstaticness about being able to play in the city of Tampa, in the state of Florida. You know, we have a huge recruiting base in the state of Florida. You know, a bunch of our young student athletes are from this area, and they too are excited about being here for this game. And you know, this is, you know, my skin is kind of crawling right now, because I can remember back in 1985 in Bragg Stadium, you know, my first big hit I ever made was on Tony Barber. You know, and I think I knocked myself silly, but, you know, I said, man, I think I got a concussion, and the guy said, no, that's how it's supposed to feel when you make a big hit. So, but this game is bigger than me. It's bigger than any of these student athletes that are playing in this game. This is Tennessee State and Florida A&M. And I see some TSU alumni, Levinsky back there. I see some more, but I see, more importantly, I see a couple of my teammates over here. They didn't want to let me come up here and miss all this orange and green by myself, so I had to make some phone calls, you know, when I got off the plane. So I do appreciate my teammates being here and all the TSU alumni that is here in the house. And we just want to make sure that this is something to remember. And like I told Coach Joe a couple of years ago when we started playing this thing, this is something that needs to happen every year, like Ms. Phillips said. This is Tennessee State and Florida A&M. This is a rivalry game, and you just can't let that HBCU tradition die like that. This is heritage. This means so much more than just a game to me. Personally, this is huge, and I'm excited about it. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous up here. I'm so excited about being able to play here in this arena on such a huge stage. I've coached at Bethune-Cookman, and we played in the old sombrero back when Cy McLaren was carried off the field when we were able to defeat Florida A&M back some 15 some odd years ago. And so I know how huge this game can be, and I know how huge it's been to Florida A&M across the years. But now it's Tennessee State and Florida A&M in Tampa, and we're just excited about the opportunity to be here. And we appreciate you guys having us in town and showing all the love and support that you guys are showing. I know some of these guys got a lot of orange and green on, but I just took a bunch of pictures with 5 or 6 frat brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, so that makes it all the much better. It's going to be a lot of smack talking. Coach, you know, you've been around, you've been at Southern, you know, but this is Tennessee State and FAMU, and we just appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thank you so very much. God bless y'all.
Let's give one more round of applause to both Teresa and Rod from Tennessee State. If you can't tell, there's some people that are pretty excited about this matchup right here. And I would say at the top of that list, there's a young man from Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners who I'd say probably for the last 3 or 4 years has been calling me in his office. It's almost like getting called to the principal's office, to be honest with you. He kept saying when, how, what are we going to do to help make this happen? And so it was probably just a few short weeks ago I finally got a chance to give him that call and that good news. And ever since then, I get about 18 cell phone calls a day from him. But every time his number pops up on the caller ID, I just smile because I know how happy he is. He's going to be on the other end of the line when I get a chance to talk to him. So let me introduce you to a man with a lot of vision and passion for this specific announcement and this weekend, County Commissioner Les Miller.
Good morning. You talking about a happy camper, that is me. I have been working to try to bring a historically black college and university game to Tampa when I was in the Florida House of Representatives back in the 1990s and going to the Senate in 2000s, and was not able to do it, was not able to pull it off to bring FAMU and a historically black college here to Tampa to play that game. When I went to the Hillsborough County Commission, I started calling Rob and said, look, we got to get a game here, Rob. I got to have a game here. What can we do? What can we do? And every year, 2 or 3 times, I did call him in my office. And then when he called me, 20 or 30. 20 or 30. And then a couple of weeks ago, I got a phone call from him and said, there's a possibility we can get 2 of the most prestigious historically black college universities to play in Tampa. That's Tennessee State and FAMU. I said, Rob, go after it. And I will do what I can on Hillsborough County side to do what we can money-wise to make it happen. And then he called me back and texted me, I can't remember which one it was, and said, it's here. And I have been gleaming ever since to have Tennessee State and Florida A&M coming to play in Tampa. And I want to thank the athletic directors from both universities, the president. You need to take the interim off your name, man. I'm tired of that. This is about the 4th time he's an interim president. It's got to happen. To have this game here in Tampa in Hillsborough County. Hillsborough County Commission's behind it 100%. When I went to them and asked for some money, there was no hesitation. We got those dollars from the Tourist Development Corporation to start this thing rolling, and we're very happy to have you here. This means a lot to Tampa and Hillsborough County. I know we're going to fill this stadium with blue and white and orange and green. I'm not a Florida A&M graduate per se. I didn't get my degree from Florida A&M, but in 2005, I did get an honorary doctorate from Florida A&M. So I do have my alumni card in my pocket. I'm sorry about that. And I must say that everyone in my family is a FAMU graduate except myself and a son and a granddaughter. Everyone else is a FAMU graduate. So that means a lot of things in my house. And my wife is a distinguished alumni. Gwen, stand up. It's orange and green. Also, I want to introduce some alumni presidents. Wendell Duggins is president of FAMU, the local FAMU Alumni Association here, who happens to be my cousin. I don't know if Lamar Buggs, the Tennessee State local alumni, is here. Lamar, welcome. I didn't get a chance to talk to Lamar. I did email him and told him it was going to be here, and he said it was going to be here. So Lamar, thank you for being here. We do appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy. I am one happy camper to have the 2 most prestigious universities, historically black college universities, playing in Tampa, Hillsborough County, Tennessee State and FAMU. You just don't know how I feel right now to have this happen. The only thing I ask, let's make it an annual event in Tampa. Henceforth and forevermore, FAMU, Tennessee State, and Tampa. And I will say this, regardless if I'm the county commissioner, wherever I am, I will do whatever I can to make sure that whatever you need to make this happen in Tampa and Hillsborough County, we'll get it done. Now, the mayor won't be there either, but I guarantee you, he'll still have some pull. My wife was a former city council member. She'll still have some pull. We'll get whatever you need to make this thing happen. Bring this game to Tampa each and every year, and we will be so appreciative to show you the hospitality that you so rightly deserve in Hillsborough County and Tampa. You all, thank you so very much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Rob, this guy, you just don't know. I did call him office a lot of times. He was there a lot. He was there a lot, and I've been calling him every day, and he's pulled it off, and I did what I could to make this thing happen. And so, FAMU alumni, Tennessee State alumni, and those that didn't even graduate from there, let's buy those tickets. Let's get ready for a great game September 16th. Let's get ready for a great game in 2018, 2019, 2020, and onward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Miller. I'm going to keep answering those calls, don't you worry. Up next, a guy, when we talk about vision and passion, who has got this community on quite a roll. It's been phenomenal to see and work with him as mayor of the city of Tampa, and we can't wait to work with him on yet another great chapter in our community's history with this event. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
I won't tell you what the commissioner was mumbling under his breath when the cues got up here. And Commissioner Miller really does, out of all the elected officials that have been involved in this, is the guy that really drove this discussion and made this happen. It's been a passion for him for a long time. We're excited to be the host of this Classic. This is a different city. For those of you that haven't been here in a long time, this is a different city. This is a city that has transformed itself to one of the most exciting cities in America. And for us to now have the Classic return, and I was the young assistant to the mayor in 1987, and so I used to come to all of those Florida Classics, and I remember the excitement, and I remember how this town turned out, and I remembered how excited that I would be to go to these games. And to now know that the Classic is coming back, and usually I have to walk a fine line between my FAMU friends and my BCC friends. Not so much now. With all due respect. The fact that I do have a green pair of pants that I will be wearing tells you the affection that I have for some of the people that are here in this room today who have been a large part of my life for a long time. But this is great for Tampa. This is going to showcase two exciting opportunities, one for our city and one for these two amazing institutions. And to be on this stage, to be on this field with the world watching, in a city that has changed itself, a city that has become that place in America where the best and the brightest want to be, a city that sends young student athletes to your two institutions, a city that hopes that they come home someday to help us build what I think is one of America's most exciting cities. We need them, we want them, we give them to you for a short period of time, but I want them home. And so for us to be able to showcase not only your athletes, but your two great institutions, and to inspire that next generation of young kids who want to go to your schools here in Tampa, Florida, is really, really exciting. I thought that the day would never come that I'd be able to stand up here as the mayor and say the Classic is back. Well, the Tampa Classic is back. FAMU is back. Tennessee State is back. Tampa is back. And this is an exciting day. We will make you proud just as you make us proud every day. It's going to be a great game. I cannot wait to bust those green pants out. And I'll lose every Bethune-Cookman vote in the city of Tampa, but it's okay. I'm a short timer. But we're excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. Congratulations to both universities. We're looking forward to hosting a great event for you and showcasing what you do best, which is educate bright, young students. Thanks. Let's have a great game.
Let's hear it one more time for Hillsborough County and City of Tampa. Commissioner Miller, Mayor Buckhorn, thank you for everything. It's been incredible. We're going to wrap things up here. We've got obviously a great group of leaders from both schools in both the county and the city that we want to give the media a chance to visit with one-on-one. For additional details, to be able to follow along with the event, you can check out TampaFootballClassic.com. I'm going to mention the tickets yet again. Premium seating is available now by becoming a member of the FAMU Invest in Champions campaign, which is FAMUBuildingChampions.com. And then at 1 o'clock today on Ticketmaster, you can also log on for select seats as well. I think it's only appropriate to give one last thank you to wrap the press conference to our good friends at Tennessee State University. We look forward to working with you. And then to our dear friends at Florida A&M. Thank you for this unique opportunity. We look forward to making you proud. It's going to be one heck of a weekend come the weekend of September 16th. Thank you, everybody.